Good morning, my friends. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever time of day it is for you. I am thankful you are here to join me for the Morning Mindset. This is our opportunity to get our minds aligned with the truth of God. Now, think about that phrase. It's like two tracks running parallel to each other. They're running in the same direction. They're headed to the same destination. We want our mind on one track to be aligned with the mind of God through the scriptures on the other track. We want to be heading in the destination He wants us to go. And that's why we record these Morning Mindset episodes every morning, is because we want to be starting our day with our minds in the right place. I want to welcome you. Thank you for being here. There are people all around the world listening to the Morning Mindset. If you're not aware, there are people in the country of Chad listening to the Morning Mindset, in Indonesia, in Afghanistan, in Bosnia, and I can't even say it, Herzegovina. I am sorry if I'm butchering the name of your country, but these people who are listening around the globe are precious brothers and sisters in Jesus Christ. Your faith in Jesus unites us, and your participation in the Morning Mindset is not only encouraging to me, but I hope is building up your holy faith. Let's get at it today. We are looking at the book of Proverbs still. We're in chapter number 11, verse number 22. Now, sometimes a proverb can be kind of funny because of the way it gives a certain kind of imagery in your mind as you hear the words that are used. The one we're looking at today, to me, is one of those as well. It says, like a gold ring in a pig's snout. Okay, so pause for a moment and imagine that. There's a pig with a gold ring in its nose, and if you're not familiar with that practice, this is something ranchers, farmers used to do, and sometimes still do. If there is a pig that has a habit of digging under the fence, and they would do so by, with their feet, but also with their nose, and pushing their nose down into the ground and just rooting around until they get a hole under the fence and can squeeze out. So they would put a ring in the pig's nose, like a ring you might see a person wearing these days in their nose, and that ring would hurt if they pushed into the ground like that, and so they would stop rooting around. So he's saying, like a gold ring in a pig's snout is, what is it that is like that? It is a beautiful woman without discretion. Oh my goodness, now think about that. A gold ring in the snout of a pig is somewhat out of sync, isn't it? It doesn't match. Why would you use gold for that? They might use brass. They might use something less valuable, even iron or steel, to put that ring in a pig's snout typically. So to do it with gold is really unfitting. It's a waste of the gold. And you see what he's saying here about a beautiful woman without discretion. It means there's something that's not matching there. There should be something in that beautiful woman that draws her toward discretion instead of causing her to abstain from it or press it away. Now, what is discretion? That really is the topic for this episode, isn't it? What does that mean to have discretion? Well, it means to be discriminating, to be discerning about the things that are going on around you and are going on in your life. It means to be able to make judgments that are right and good, full of wisdom and full of truth. That's what discretion is. Now, in our current climate and culture, discretion seems to have gone out the window. In fact, it seems like the powers that be don't want the average citizen exercising discretion. They may encourage us to be physically fit. They may encourage us to be healthy in the way we eat. They may encourage us in all kinds of ways. But they do not encourage us to think for ourselves because they want to do the thinking for us. Now, that may sound like a very cynical opinion, but I think it's a realistic, in fact, even a discriminating opinion about what's going on in our world. Our culture is on fire, and we believers are not to be panicked. We are to have discretion. We are to understand our King, Jesus, is in control. And like that beautiful woman, we are to have discretion to go along with the beauty of our faith, to go along with the confidence and the peace that we exhibit, because we know our King is in control We know that He is working all things together for our good and for His glory. And we know as well that He will reach out to people in the midst of crises like we see going on all around us. And He will do so through us to draw more and more people into His kingdom as the panic ensues. Oh, Jesus, help us to have discretion. Teach us what it means to be discerning and to be careful in this world, and to not malign your name by taking it up, but not practicing discretion. In your name we pray.